Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting ran through by 100 guys.
And this is why fathers are important. Hey, it's me, Just Jerry, the only YouTuber who can redo an old video without anyone noticing because no one checks out my old stuff. But speaking of people not being noticed, fathers. The men who step up, the men who teach us life lessons, the men who protect and provide, and lastly, the men who don't have children doing OnlyFans like these women.
Sorry, Daddy, but today I'm going to be stretched out a lot.
Yes, she did just say that. If you don't know who that is, her name is Bonnie Blue. Now for all the old heads like myself, you probably thought she's a singer, maybe a politician, but no. Behind those soulless British eyes, that huss who claims to be 25 is an OF model who first blew up after it was revealed on how she does her own content. Coming from the Brit's mouth, she deliberately She goes out of her way to find colleges, looks for young men who literally got out of high school or whatever those youths call it, and proceeds to let them smash for free, as long as she can record it. And you can tell how mentally well she is by how she describes her services to society.
University, as I said, I would, to pleasure as many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds. And you can go for as many rounds as you want. You can finish wherever you want. And the most I want to take in one night is 25, but I'll let you into a little secret. I did 30 on the first day alone. So come and get me on my knees and let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
But if this were a man, we all know where this would have gone. So Just Jerry, what is your problem with what she's done? That in itself is a whole different video, but I want to focus on her magnum opus. This event would precede humanity's expectations on how sick in the head she is. And my God, she has every right to not only get banned from OF, but England. Fuck it, the world in general.
15th of June, I'm going to be tied up in a glass box and open to the public. You can choose to either get involved or just walk around, watch, enjoy the show.
You'd think Bonnie Blue, the British succubus that slept with 1,057 men in one day, would just have her big 1K and just hang it up. You know, let the small guys get some food. But she decided, nah, she had to go bigger or go home. That being said, she announced earlier in June she would be tied up in a glass box ready for the public to use.
What are we talking about?
Yes, you heard that correctly. For 24 hours, she will become a public hole for society to use. And yes, it's free to attend, and if you don't want to put your magic stick in a hole festered with every known fungi, you can just watch in the audience. Boring. This bitch is nasty. Like I said earlier, OF would actually do something surprising. They permanently banned her from the platform, and this came as a total shock. You know, OF, the website that sold its own morals because of greed, you know, the same website that lets freshly turned 18-year-olds become e-thoughts, is now banning one of their biggest cash cows. But OF didn't make that decision on their own, as OF had their Black Zetsu, Sophie Rain. Post-edit Just Jerry. Sophie Rain is also another OF model.
Wait, so you mean like All Future?
Anyways, back to the video. Because Sophie Rain was rumored to be the one that actually sent the hit to get it done. And it's been very public that Sophie and other OF/adult stars don't like how Bonnie runs her platform. But to play Bonnie's advocate, rats calling roaches dirty is crazy.
Is this nigga serious?
But hold on, what does Bonnie Blue have to do with Father's Day? Why did you bring up these Jezebels on my screen just for me to search them up later because...
Stop it. Get some help.
Well, it's because it shows that it's more than just fathers. This generation is literally gooned out. All these OF models and over-sexualized media is just making the shit Bonnie Blue or Lily Phillips or Bad Baby just seem like regular conditions for what we should expect in women. Are women going to be freaks? Will some men turn into gooners? But with social media, it's oversaturated and just fucks up people's mental around sexual topics or discussions. If I was a girl who went viral for 15 minutes, it's crazy that men would give me the advice to make an OF instead of becoming a teacher, an environmentalist, or a lifeguard.
Start here at your beach.
I'm not at the beach, this is a bathtub.
Oh my God.
But with fathers in these people's lives, as in for the OF models and the gooners, these people could be saved by wisdom, patience, compassion, and see that there's more to life than just gooning or showing your lips on IG Live for $1,000. So, in conclusion, we need fathers in the homes to stop the gooning epidemic. Wait, what's this?
What does your dad say about it?
Honestly, he loves it. Like, obviously, he doesn't sit watching the videos, but like all my social media, my TikToks, he'll have a look at. And he's just proud seeing how happy I am, how much I've been able to support the family. And it's like, it's really changed my life and my family's life.
Oh, she has a dad. Huh. Well, in conclusion, I don't know. I guess Lil Rodney's son was right.
There ain't nobody, I'm gonna get my respect. I'm calculated with my princess. She love how I hit it. Premature, kill my mama early to the game. I'ma take care of my